All right. Hello, 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 hello. Okay, that works.
Lock it, new world spun into motion. I'm flying over trees like hope just open. Block by block where the dreams get chosen. AI meets Sarania, welcome to the moment. Stepped in the plains where the chickens roam free. Fresh animations making every mob breathe. Survival ain't dead when the world feels alive. Even zombies got drip and a glint in their eyes. No shade is needed, but it still glow flashy. Fabric runs smooth, yet the frame stay nasty. Building like a god when the blueprint drops. Lematic a ghost in every single block. Baritone knows around so the work gets done. Then grind, it takes time, not I press run. From forest to desert to biomes unknown. This realm ain't vanilla, it's a kingdom grown. You can dream it, you can place it. Every thought becomes creation. From a star to shack to nations. It's a world built by inspiration. Welcome to RBSMP, where the player is reality, where a glitch becomes identity, and every block's an opportunity. Welcome to RBSMP, where the game becomes a legacy. If you seek, you find your destiny, and eternity. Follow me. Hit respond, now the instinct shift. Feel fire in my lungs with the blaze born gift. Skeleton name, steady and cold. Make arrows rain, long range when the fight unfolds. Warden heartbeat like a bass drum pounding. One step loud and the whole world grounded. Play is the mobs that you hunted before. Now you are the danger, they run for the door. Transformers vibes, but Minecraft coded. Time stop glitch, everything eroded. Roll back seconds like a world rewind. Every frame choreographed in mocap style. We break rules, not blocks. We craft future, not clocks. Community build, no locks. Just vibes, big brains, no stops. Copy the build and elevate. Even survival can automate. Past and future, we navigate. Play your role and dominate. Lock it, new world spun into motion. I'm flying over trees like hope just open. Block by block where the dreams get chosen. AI meets Sarania, welcome to the moment. Stepped in the plains where the chickens roam free. Fresh animations making every mob breathe. Survival ain't dead when the world feels alive. Even zombies got drip and a glint in their eyes. No shade is needed, but it still glow flashy. Fabric runs smooth, yet the frame stay nasty. Building like a god when the blueprint drops. Lematic a ghost in every single block. Baritone knows around so the work gets done. Then grind, it takes time, not I press run. From forest to desert to biomes unknown. This realm ain't vanilla, it's a kingdom grown. You can dream it, you can place it. Every thought becomes creation. From a star to shack to nations. It's a world built by inspiration. Welcome to RBSMP, where the player is reality, where a glitch becomes identity, and every block's an opportunity. Welcome to RBSMP, where the game becomes a legacy. If you seek, you find your destiny, and eternity. Follow me. Hit respond, now the instinct shift. Feel fire in my lungs with the blaze born gift. Skeleton name, steady and cold. Make arrows rain, long range when the fight unfolds. Warden heartbeat like a bass drum pounding. One step loud and the whole world grounded. Play is the mobs that you hunted before. Now you are the danger, they run for the door. Transformers vibes, but Minecraft coded. Time stop glitch, everything eroded. Roll back seconds like a world rewind. Every frame choreographed in mocap style. We break rules, not blocks. We craft future, not clocks. Community build, no locks. Just vibes, big brains, no stops. Copy the build and elevate. Even survival can Lock it, new world spun into motion. I'm flying over trees like hope just open. Block by block where the dreams get chosen. AI meets Sarania, welcome to the moment. Stepped in the plains where the chickens roam free. Fresh animations making every mob breathe. Survival ain't dead when the world feels alive. Even zombies got drip and a glint in their eyes. No shade is needed but it still glow flashy. Fabric runs smooth yet the frame stay nasty. Building like a god when the blueprint drops. Limatica ghost in every single block. Baritone knows around so the work gets done. Then grind takes time, not I press run. From forest to desert to biomes unknown. This realm ain't vanilla, it's a kingdom grown. You can dream it, you can place it. Every thought becomes creation. From a star to shack to nations. It's a world built by inspiration. Welcome to RBSMP, where the player is reality, where a glitch becomes identity, and every block's an opportunity. Welcome to RBSMP, where the game becomes a legacy. If you seek, you find your destiny, and eternally follow me. Here respond, now the instinct shift. Feel fire in my lungs with the blaze-born gift. Skeleton name, steady and cold, make arrows rain. Long range when the fight unfolds. Warden heartbeat like a bass drum pounding. One step loud and the whole world grounded. Play is the but Minecraft coded. Time stop glitch, everything eroded. Roll back seconds like a world rewind. Every frame choreographed in mocap style. We break rules, not blocks. We craft future, not clocks. Community build, no locks. Just vibes, big brains, no stops. Copy the build and elevate. Even survival can automate. Past and future, we navigate. Play your role and dominate. Lock it, new world spun into motion. I'm flying over trees like hope just open. Block.
Hello guys, can you hear me? Okay, that works. I did some tests on my TV and now so now we can get into the game. Stream we're on my AI running SMP. World spawn. Oh, I already have a few stuff I got from the advancement you saw earlier. I got a chocolate log. But not only that, we can also no. Oh no, 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 no. Oh, damn it. It's 1,000 and so far blocks away. Yeah. Nope, not dealing with that. I'm leaving and I'm closing the door. It's a very good start of the stream, but like you saw, we had a bunch of stuff, but like you can see, I really suck at survival, so I'm just gonna use creative mode to showcase it. And I'll remove it after this video, so it's fair for me too. It's not because because I'll need it if I want to survive outside. I'm just gonna open this door and just and that, and then 100. That should. Can run into a biome, a Sweet Apocalypse Biome, which you'll then find ores like these in here, which are special ores with which I will show later. You'll need a specific tool for that, but what I want to do is oh, now I get why we weren't able to. Yeah, that's also a feature in my biome. It spawns wardens and creekens, but the ground is bouncy and you take fall damage. So they should eventually, you know, despawn for themselves, if you get what I mean. Yeah. I went a little bit rogue in some of this. But now I'm going back to... The sound is a lot right now, so... Inventory, true. And yeah, this guy has like now you think about it, it's the perfect time to show it for the skin. You like that? No, it's nice. Well, that didn't go to the biome. Which, if you go visit, I'd say be very careful. That's all I can say. Like literally, I did. Maybe I'll in the future make armor. So yeah, right now it's a little bit hectic. Also, if you turn out, you're gonna feel like you're in a go paranoid. It's because I thought it'd be cool to make that way, but for some people it might also be a way for them to leave the game. So yeah. Third. Which will be and some people in the background were trying to be annoying, so yeah. Then we'll also for the second week I'm gonna show the potions and the extra stuff. Food. What if I told you in my mods you can use them a bit better for PvP? For example am in combat. What can I do? I can right click the cookie. I'm in combat. What can I do? I can right click the cookie, which you cookie got of these, which can be found in the cookie stone that I mentioned, but also sometimes underwater. I also think in that biome. I mean not dimension because I didn't create the dimension yet. So comment down below. Not dimension because I didn't create the dimension yet. So comment down below if you want me to create armor tools from these ores and other stuff like full dimension with it and maybe some custom entities in the future, because I'm still learning how to work with Blockbench and MC Creator and stuff. So yeah, but I added a ton of fish. Might be weird, but if you touch it, watch what happens. You go pretty fast, a bit slower than on normal blocks, but you can use them to jump. So pretty handy maybe in parkour stuff. It's, yeah, it's gummy grass, so it makes sense. Then you have the candy grass, which I wouldn't recommend breaking. Because if I clear all my advancements, let me go to advancement and revoke. Sweet Apocalypse. Candy? No, I'm just gonna say everything because that's easier. And now, if I do things like these, and for example, mine this, which you have to do with an X, by the way. You should normally get something, but apparently from the cookie cobblestone you didn't get anything. From the cookie stone you should get a sticky situation, and now I can't move. See, I can jump, but I can't move, and I'm zoomed in. So yeah. Also with some of these effects, MC Creator uses Scratch blocks, so I had to learn Scratch, which honestly should be simpler than actual code, but I know some stuff. But all these textures I made myself. I mean, most of them. Some are generated with the new GPT image tool, which if you want, guys, I can also make a few videos about. I love doing AI tutorials also. And Irony is also an AI server, because I wanted AI mods to be in my server, so I really love those kind of, you know, modded versions where you can cheat a little, but you can also just play survival. Anyway, so you've seen those two now. And now, this is the cookie cobblestone, which should take a moment. This is cookie smooth stone normally. Yes, it dropped, and normally this should give you something. We'll see. Is it this? No, it wasn't this. Is it this? So this one gives you normally cookies. And this one should probably... This one doesn't give anything. But this one gives you cookies. So if you turn cookie cobblestone into cookie stone, which you can do with a furnace, like regular stone, I try to make it so you can use both blast furnace and regular furnaces, and blast furnaces are of course faster to do it. It will then use that coal to turn this cookie cobblestone into cookie cobblestone, and this you can use to make, of course, cookie smooth stone, which then doesn't really have use. Or I think you need to mine this with a diamond pickaxe, I think it was. Let me try that. No, it was a diamond axe, because everything uses an axe in this. Because I really wanted people to ask me a question, you know? Just kidding. Well, going to give myself a diamond axe. And normally this should work now. Come on. Okay, that also drops just the normal block, which makes sense. But now you know, if you get cookie cobblestone, you can use that to smelt into things. But normally this should also drop cookie cobblestone. But you, of course, if you want to break it, get it's not good for the skin effect, which gives you all these weakness effects, which only last a little bit, but yeah, I wouldn't recommend it. But if you want to get it, then you'll get unlimited cookies, so it's worth it. Because then you can, like I said, turn this into cookie cobblestone. Which this was it. So you can turn into cookie stone. And this was cookie smooth stone apparently, which honestly can really do much with. But this then, like I said, can give you cookies, and with the cookies you get the cookie advancement, and then it goes on a cooldown, and then you can use it again, which is very handy for PvP because you get for 30 seconds all these effects. So yeah, if you stack them on top of each other, nothing happens. Use it like the golden apples. They have no use. And no, if you're saying, if you're asking me, do I like Cookie God? I watched a few of his hardcore videos. He's good, but I'm not saying I'm a fan of it. I just wanted a random reason to put a YouTuber in it. So yeah. But anyways, now I can show you the ore, which has a couple things that can happen. You can, yeah, you hear it's heavy, it has an anvil sound. If I break this one, I can do it with this, but it will go very slow, and it will not work probably, but you will still get the sticky situation. And when you craft them into, and for example, I'm a PvP player, so I have my stuff, I have my cookies, or I don't have them at all because I don't know it. I go onto these ones. Oh wait, let me just quickly give myself a. If I, for example, I'm in PvP and I'm ready to follow a player into a trap, and I go onto here. Yeah. That erases all the bad effects. So I'm gonna wait until these ones are filled, and then I'm gonna show it one more time. This should normally work, so still a few things that aren't working. So just wait a few seconds until they go away. Alright. And now, like I said, you're a PvP player, you're following someone. Do this normally. This should fix it instantly. Or it doesn't fix it, but what is the purpose? They are gonna break it like they do with magma. Oh yeah, are they really gonna break it? Would that be the best option, you think? Oh no, these blocks are gonna be dangerous, guys. Let's just pick them up. Let's just make sure that we don't fall over them again. What happened? Yeah, that's what I thought. If you try to break them, you get it's not good for the skin. A great option if you are in PvP to mine them, because for you guys who like to make traps. So if you just make a box with them, yeah, they're not gonna get out. And there is also a random chance of it happening, of not happening. So yeah, good luck with getting out of that one. But then again, you have this one here, which basically, like I said, is the candy grass, which normally, where is my candy grass? Oh yeah, I'm not gonna, let me just give myself the candy grass, which also gives you certain stuff if you break it, but you also get effects from it. Bad effects, so Sweet Apocalypse, candy grass here, and I'm gonna give myself 10. So I can make a little showcase plane. I'm gonna do it here. Let me just get myself the candy grass. So, if you are in the dimension, you're gonna see these, and they're basically gonna be very annoying for some people. Yeah, and they also have a random rotation, so like logs. I don't know why, but I thought it'd be cool because you never know when you want to use them for decoration. So, but at first they seem pretty normal until you are jumping. Imagine you're in PvP and you're following someone onto a plate, and you suddenly go, "Oh, yeah, that's gonna be annoying." But they also can be used for parkour. I said get that. Anyways, since it's night, it's a good way to show the potions and how to brew each potion or get some of the items. First of all, we're gonna need to do them, or you can just get them in creative mode if you really wanted people to have them. But you can also encounter them in a chocolate house, which I'll be showing later. But now I'll use the brewing stand, and one of the first recipes will be, let me quickly check because I have the images of it. The first one you should be able to craft, which you brew with a cookie and a totem. I told you basically put a cookie on the bottom, and then you put a totem on the top, and then of course you need a blaze powder, so which you always need for potions. I totally knew that. But if you want to brew potions, you will get nether wart, so you will probably go into the nether and get blaze powder. So for this showcase I can just show it with enough blaze powder. Yeah, that should do it. And then I'm just gonna brew myself a potion of a cookie god, which actually does the same as the cookie itself. But then again, if you want to use it on multiple players, it's handy to turn it into a splash potion, which then you can stand in a group and splash onto everyone at the same time, which can be handy. So that Reapers, which I luckily don't see any right now. Okay. You always need to look out for those sneaky creepers, because they will get you. Trust me, I know. Yeah, I speak of experience, actually. And this will turn it into a splash potion, which you can also do on mobs, which you also can do with the other ones, which I'll show later. But you already seen what the cookie does, it gives all positive effects. But what if you wanna, if I go to the recipes of the other potions, normally you can get another brewing potion, which you get by combining it with another totem, which I can get by, oh, I was very lucky because it's actually a random chance. And it's chocolate log, and that's what I'm gonna show later. It should turn it into a sticky situation you can have when walking on certain blocks, like the. And now, if I use this on a mob, and when it dies, it has something very interesting. But we'll need to find a mob. Let's try it on that chicken over there, or that frog, which could mean there is a chocolate house near. Let me. Nope, there is no chocolate house there, but that's for later. I'm so sorry, my little frog guy. You're so cute, but it's for the good. Come on. Yep, if you die with a sticky situation potion, which is very fun for SMP players, so maybe I'll figure it out eventually. But it will just say that someone has died due to diabetes type, and then question mark, because this type of diabetes is very deadly, which makes sense because it's all candy. So yeah, and then we have the other potions which also have effects when you throw them onto people, like the cookie god effect also has one, but therefore I need to brew another one, which then I can show how to make the last one also. Yeah, the totem is a very small chance of happening. You didn't get the totem. Okay, anyways, I'm gonna give myself the totem. But now the totem also has another use, so that's very handy. And you can get it also. Now we'll get a cookie god potion, and then we'll make another one, because we'll need that for the second one. We're quickly gonna... No, actually, we're gonna turn this into a splash potion, because we'll need that to show you the effect, but this only shows for players usually, not for mobs itself, so I will need to die with this potion, so I'll do that later. Another potion, because we can only get a potion by dying by the first potion, which, if it makes sense to you, you'll see eventually. Trust me, it will all make sense. It always does. But I need another totem of undying, which I got now, and then I can make another one of these. Good. And it still has enough potion juice in it, so that's good. Which kinda needs me one more totem to make the other one. So now I can show you what happens if you die with this one. So now I have this effect. And what happens if I die with this? Doesn't matter how, if you die with this, and if you respawn, you should have this in your inventory. But I don't know if it works on that, on Kiari, if you don't have keep inventory on. But then again, if you kill someone, then they might drop this if it gets added to their inventory. Or they might get it on respawn, so either way it will be kinda nice. But then again, like I said, everything has use. You could place it, but then you won't be able to break it anymore, would you? Or you could just... Come on. Come on. Oh yeah, that's right, I almost forgot. That's not how it works, guys. But there is one way how it does work. Let me let myself get another brewing stand. There we go. Another brewing stand, and I'll add some fuel to it. Good. And now I'll just add this, and I'll add myself a chocolate log. It doesn't matter which wood it is, actually, because any type of log can turn this into the potion we all want for PvP, because that's the same as when you break that block, you can get the potion of a sticky situation effect. Well, hold on a second. Wait a second, that's not what you're supposed to get. Hold on, did I make a mistake? The situation is the fact. It's a little bug inside the mod, so I'll need to fix that, but normally this should give you a, it's not good for the skin effect, not a sticky situation effect. Which, then again, I'm just gonna give myself that potion, because I apparently made a bug, but I will release a new version eventually where that's fixed, so you see I can still make mistakes in this mod. Of course I need to be in creative for that. Normally you would be able to brew it. So... Splash potion. Splash potion if it's not good for the skin. And then I'm gonna turn myself back into survival. And let's say we find a mob. Well, you'll see. We'll just drop it on. Oh, I slipped. Oh, I slipped. Oh. Yeah. So this gives you the it's not good for the skin effect, the same as if you break one of those ores over there. So you will eventually be able to brew them, which I somehow messed up in the recipes on MC Creator, but I will fix that in a later release, because this mod will eventually be a full Sweet Apocalypse mod, like my movie Sweet Apocalypse. To need NeoForge. You can just find a launcher, but I will show that in a quick second, how to install that. But psych, just kidding, that wasn't it yet. And we'll just take this crafting table and we'll just place it down, because we're gonna craft now, because it literally is just about it. So yeah, just use your imagination, guys. But also what you can do with these type of blocks is you can also strip them down, like I said earlier. If I just and then you have the chocolate log. It should just work as a regular plant. Well, and I'm just gonna make the colors I made on these, just, you know. And yes, you can walk on these. I'm not a menace. I'm not gonna make every type of block in a game not usable. So I could do that, but then it wouldn't be fun, because it still needs to be fun, right, guys? Yes, it still needs to be fun. You know, actually, never mind. Maybe I just should make them all not walkable on. Nah, that would be mean. I'm not gonna do that to you guys. Not yet, at least. And here, because I swear, set my server, I always get somehow behind the scenes blown up by a creeper. So when it doesn't happen, it's because I actually don't be doing fine. I don't know why, but it's probably because I played this mod and I made it myself also, and I know all the other mods I use on my server. But still, you really don't want to know how bad I am at survival. So yeah, at this one, if you break it, you'll still get the bad effect. Oh no, that's an Enderman. That's an Enderman. I'm just gonna give him a potion. Yeah, that's what I thought. And now I could become a zombie if I wanted to. I'm a zombie now. Eyes me in this form? Oh, it doesn't. Hey, I'm safe. Just don't decide to blow me up later, okay, buddy? Okay, let's just get my gunpowder. Do other zombies recognize me now? Because usually in the other identity mod, if I touch the mob, they would recognize me. Does it recognize me now? It doesn't recognize me. Wait, so, and what if I hit it? It instantly explodes, but it didn't explode because now recognize me. Oh, come on. Why is it so hard to get a creeper power? Popping a gap, I pop a cookie, and that's how it fixes my problem. Because I'm a cookie addict. Yeah. Now I have a sticky situation again. And now I can just be a brute and just... Where are you, where are you? That's what I thought, bitch. Boy, come and get me, boy. Oh. Oh! Oh, that was so scary. Wait, am I gonna burn if it turns daylight? Oh no, I'm gonna burn if it turns daylight. Return to original. I almost forgot that. If I become a zombie or an enderman, if it rains or yeah, other stuff, it's gonna be annoying. But normally if I turn into a enderman, which I can now do normally, I should be able to just use a ability. Normally these mobs have abilities, but I need to check in my keybinds which one is bounded to the identity one. Primary ability is what in the actual? Oh my god, I spammed it so hard the server crashed. Oh, generally I spammed it so hard I crashed myself. Okay, we know now not to spam abilities on my server because that will literally because you now seen everything from the mods. No, it's like just from wood. But the chocolate signs I also made a custom texture for. Hello. And you can use them like any other sign, but this one is chocolate. It'd be the low-key cool. You have all these stuff, which kind of gives you the boost. Then you have all the ores and stuff that lay around, kind of cool. But I'm just gonna get myself on top because I think the cookie house is up there because of the slime. I know it's there. And how do I know? Because I put slimes in the chocolate house. And that's not the only thing. Is that a zombie within? Did that slime just try to? Well. Oh, this is actually handy. And I didn't miss. Thank God. You know what's... Okay, that's way easier actually. And there we have our chocolate house. Woo! And we made it. Yes, we have our X. Let's get ready for PvP action. To get inside the door first. Buy a massive chicken. And yeah, of course there are tons of frogs in here. And chickens and slimes. I'm definitely not referring to my frogs and slimes mod, definitely not. But yeah, I can't use it with the same version because that version is fabric and was also a bit broken, but still fun to play. By the way, it's on GitHub. But anyways, here you can get all the potions. If you find this, you will randomly find these structures around the world, and then you can also store anything you find in your render chest because you can also make this just your home base. So if you find a seed where you spawn with close to this, it's actually very lucky because then you can use it as a base and you have a lot of stuff to begin with, which basically is more than a person needs. And if you can see these structure blocks are actually quite handy. I first thought, oh, they will be so cool if people have them, they will like be able to create instant structures, but that's not technically how it works. It basically works by choosing 2 points of a structure and then saving that, and then by doing that you can place another structure block somewhere else in the world and copy both entities like I did, and including chests, which basically allows you to cheat kind of a little bit, but also allows you to create whole city, which kind of is easier for survival, so you don't need to build. I can. And if I craft a crafting table with that, can I also craft a Can I also craft a boat with it? No, I can't. Okay, that's weird. Just decoration. That's weird. Just decoration. That's also nice. Because I actually have a double block. Full world. Just wait until real SM world. Just wait until real SM players are on the last long. Anyways, that is where I'm gonna end the stream. But first, before I'm gonna end the stream or join our server when it will be online. Right now, it's not online. But once I paid my invoice on my cloud service, server stuff. Sorry, I can't go on the naming, but it's just a server server hosting for Minecraft. Yeah, there it is. And then thanks to a friend, which also is good at helping me find cheap domains, which get one IP, but you will be able to have multiple IP. A friend, which also is good at helping me find cheap domains, which get one IP, but you will be able to have multiple IPs and maybe even for my with the same IPs and maybe even for my with the same AI Irony SMP name tag, and then something else. Anyways, I'm just gonna try to find I'm just gonna see where I can find my server itself. That's here, and that's here, and I need to find something else too. Because sometimes I plan on this one here, I need to share my screen with. So this here is the Sweet Apocalypse. You guys will be able to use this mod. And hopefully then I will have some stuff fixed. And maybe, it will have a dimension or something else by then also. Which you'll be able to read if you go to versions. And I think if you click on it, you should be able to see. I can now see also was exactly the same but without an icon and description. So yeah. But they're basically the same version. And in later one, but apparently you can also use it in later versions. Which I never know NeoForge could do, but it's pretty handy if I want to have my server in the Minecraft world or on your own SMP. You'll be able to use it for pretty much a lot of the newer versions. The post and on my Discord server, which you definitely should join. It's on my channel links, so. But then, how you add up Minecraft, so you don't actually. Show you the websites you need to go to. I can probably put them also in the description below, which I'll do. But you actually need to right now on the website, so I'm gonna put my screen back on the browser. You'll see all these versions, and basically the most of them work, but I would recommend scrolling down until you see 21.1. It will give you a pop-up to, I'm gonna show you, but I'm not gonna do it, but you can then download it. But I basically also have so this is actually the NeoForge screen, and for my server I actually did install server, but for you guys Minecraft folder did that version, and then you click proceed, then it will load. Then if your launcher is still open, you'll need to close it, restart pack mod, but we'll need one for NeoForge packed out mod, because you'll need it to, if you're on my server. You just need to drop that with download the biome and the other stuff too. Now you can basically see in mods I come also with some mods, so basically you'll see it downloading 23 mods, and in total it will be something like 40 mods or something like that, because yeah, mods require these kind of streams or IDs. In the future we're going back loads. Because right now it's not doing what it's supposed to do. You'll see here that platform is NeoForge, because that's if you play on my server you play on my server you inside the server without auto modpack, it will inside the server without auto modpack, it will show you a link, but then again it might be an older link, so I but then again it might be an older link, so I suggest go and also click but then again it might be an older link, so I suggest go and also click on the to do is suggest go and also click on the to do is I'll go on here, which on the to do is I'll go on here, what you then need to do is I'll go on here, what you then need to do is you need to basically type percentage app data. I did it wrong because I used another symbol in between. And then you go basically to Minecraft. Automatically put this one in the automod pack you put inside of your folder. This one you need to ignore, that's because my inside of it. This one you need to ignore, that's because my inside of it. So yeah. It has some client and some. It's pretty nice. Use the research pack. You'll turn that off. Options. I have shaders. Then you will find the shader options. I have shaders. Then you will find the shader. So you can also find those. And I suggest it because it actually makes it cool. And actually, this is my things in it needed for the server. But I'll also combine it with this. So you guys actually also have the that is slab type colors, which actually it's not this one, it's this one. Give me a moment, I'll be sharing my screen soon. Alright, and then I can change my screen yet again to you already see it, guys. I'm just gonna close that ad. And now we can go to one of my older skins, which is actually the same but with more detail, and you'll see the difference. This used to be my skin with a lot of detail, both also 3D and also with a lot of pixels, which I then basically used one color for each one of them, which was the closest to my real lifestyle, but also to the color palette I used. Like you can see, a lot of details, which are gone in the other version, because I basically took inspiration from the Minecraft layers and made it all flat. So now it looks like the Minecraft trailer animations, which is kind of clean. Yeah, you see here I still forgot some detail. But I actually like that because you'll see most of this anyways, so which is kind of nice because it gives the kind of vibe that you're actually playing the Minecraft trailer animations itself. But somehow there seems to be a bug where my hair is like doing something really weird, but actually for some reason I like it. It gives some kind of physics to it. Anyways, that was my showcase, so I hope you liked the stream.